guys, welcome to Pathology Discussion Forum, and today in this vlog I'll talk about erythropoiesis. Now, what is erythropoiesis? Erythropoiesis is the process of formation of mature erythrocyte or mature RBC from the precursor cells. So this is a process by which a RBC is matures from its primitive precursor state to the most mature form. Now, why there is a need for erythropoiesis? Because in our body, in our day-to-day life, the older or the senescent RBCs that are getting destroyed in spleens or in the reticuloendothelial systems, and the new RBCs are generated every day at a fixed rate. If there is any kind of hemolytic anemia, then this process is also accelerated. So there is a constant production of RBCs, as well as in case of hemolytic anemia, there is accelerated production of RBCs. Now, what are the sites for erythropoiesis? Now, in the gestational period, there are few sites according to the gestational age. The first stage for erythropoiesis, that is mesoblastic stage. It occurs up to 2 months of gestation, and in this case there is production of RBCs from the yolk sac. Now coming to the hepatic stage, it occurs between 3 to 6 months of gestation, and here the production of RBCs mainly occurs from liver, and a small amount of RBCs are produced from spleen. Now there is myeloid stage, that means the RBCs are produced from the bone marrow. And during the last 3 months of pregnancy to the adulthood, all the RBCs are produced from the bone marrow. And after 5 years of age, gradually the process of RBC production is shifted towards the long bones. Now coming to the process of erythropoiesis. So first there is a proerythroblast, that is a 15 to 20 micrometer diameter cell, and this is the largest cell in this series. So this is a proerythroblast. Now how to identify this cell? This is a large cell. It has a nucleus with opened up or fine chromatin, and there is presence of multiple nucleoli, and there is dark blue cytoplasm. So it is proerythroblast. Now coming to the basophilic erythroblast. One thing let me clear, that during the process of erythropoiesis, one thing is quite clear, that the size of nucleus, that is gradually decreasing, and in the mature form there is absence of nuclei, and also the color of the cytoplasm, that is gradually fainting from dark blue to light blue, and from light blue it will change to the gray color, from gray to pink or reddish. uh, there is a phase of reticulocyte, I'll talk about it later on, and ultimately the form the mature RBC, that is erythrocyte. So in the proerythroblast, it is the most premature form. There is presence of opened up or fine chromatin along with presence of nucleoli, multiple nucleoli. The color of cytoplasm is dark blue. And here comes the basophilic erythroblast. Basophilic means blue. The cytoplasm is light blue in color, but the nucleus is more condensed, and the size of the nucleus is smaller than the proerythroblast, and the chromatin is a bit clumped. Now comes the stage of polychromatophilic erythroblast. Polychromatophilia means there is a mixture of colors. That means the color is changing from blue to gray. It is due to production of hemoglobin. So the previous color of the cytoplasm was blue, and now it turns into the gray color. due to presence of some amount of hemoglobin. In this stage, the process of hemoglobin formation that starts. After that, there is formation of the orthochromatic erythroblast. Orthochromatic means the color is quite similar to RBC, and here the nucleus is more pycnotic or dark, and it is peripherally located or eccentric in position. After that comes the stage of reticulocyte. Reticulocytes are mainly released from the bone marrow, and it stays in peripheral blood for 1 to 2 days, and after that it is transformed into a mature erythrocyte or RBC. Now there is a quiz for you. You have to tell me the name of the stains that are used for identification of this reticulocyte. You have to post your answer in the comment section below. Now here comes the final stage, that is the mature erythrocyte. It is a 7 to 8 micrometer diameter cell, and one thing is quite clear, that in the center there is a area of pallor. This is known as central pallor. It is due to the fact that there is less amount of hemoglobin in the center than the periphery. So this is the process of formation of mature RBC. Now the now one thing we have to know, that what is myelopoiesis and megakaryopoiesis. In case of erythropoiesis, there is formation or the maturation of the RBCs, but in case of myelopoiesis, there is the process of maturation of WBCs or white blood corpuscles, and megakaryopoiesis means there is formation or maturation of the platelets. There is another question, that is, what is extramedullary hematopoiesis? Normally, the process of erythropoiesis that starts in the yolk sac in the early phase, then it shifts to the hepatic stage, myeloid stage, and in the adulthood, it commonly occurs in the bone marrow. Normally, bone marrow is the site for hematopoiesis, that means formation of blood cells. But in some cases, when there is a destruction, there is rapid destruction of the mature RBCs due to hemolytic anemias like thalassemia or any kind of hemoglobinopathy. So there is a rapid destruction of the red cells. So there is a more need to produce the RBCs. In that case, to cope up with this demand, the apart from bone marrow, some other organs like liver, spleen, they starts to produce RBCs. So in case of RBC destruction, if the production of formation of red blood cells or any blood components that starts from the extramedullary organs like liver or spleen, then this process is known as extramedullary hematopoiesis. Now, what is erythron? Erythron is the area in our bone marrow where the RBC precursor cells like proerythroblast, basophilic erythroblast, or any further mature forms are usually present. It is a form of islands. At the center, there is presence of a macrophage that contains this brownish iron in the form of hemosiderin, and in the periphery, there is presence of various erythroid precursor cells. During the process of maturation, these irons are utilized in the formation of hemoglobin. Okay, that's it for now. If you are new to our channel, then don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, then don't forget to share it with your friends. Okay.